In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to put together a very simple and effective social media content strategy that's not only going to build demand for your products and services, but it's also going to help bring value to your audience. Thank you for joining me today. This is the spot for new and established businesses to get practical marketing advice for their businesses. I currently offer free Instagram video audits that will help you with your growth and sales. Basically, I will go through and find out any areas of improvement for your social media account and provide you with suggestions on how to fix that. I also offer free marketing trainings that are catered to specific industry niches. What this means is that you can find marketing trainings that are specific for your business that will provide you content examples for priming your audience to buy and a bunch of other information. And I will talk about those more at the end of this video. Step one is figuring out what you do, who you serve, and why somebody should care. This should speak directly to your target audience, and you want to compile this into a 1 or 2 sentence statement. You can think of this as an elevator pitch, which is a very quick introduction to explaining what you do to someone in a clear and concise manner. Hold on to this because we're going to use this later once you're done. Just make sure that it's a very clear 1 to 2 sentence statement on what you do, who you serve, and why somebody should care. Next, I want you to list out all the benefits of your product or service. Also, list out your unique selling proposition. What is it that separates you from your competition? Is your product manufactured in a unique way? Do you have some sort of special training? What makes you and your business unique? Once you've done that, you should hopefully have a big list to work from. And I want you to look through your list and see which points and benefits would matter most to your target audience. This is something that unless you actually go out and talk to your target audience, you're not actually going to know what truly drives them and what their actual pain points are. So I highly encourage you to actually send out surveys to people who would be considered your ideal customers and get real-time feedback from them. However, if you want to cut corners, or maybe you are an established business and you have already been in business for a long time, so you know what the main selling features of your business already are, you might not have to do this. But for new business owners, I strongly encourage this because if you don't do it, you're merely just guessing and you're putting your opinion on something, not a fact, okay? And that can cause a bunch of issues later on that we're not gonna cover in this video, but just make sure that you're finding pain points and selling propositions and benefits that actually matter to your customer. You know that they matter because they've said so, okay? Now on a spreadsheet in the left-hand column, write down all of the unique selling propositions that will appeal to your target audience the best. And now what this is called is your content pillars. I'm sure you've heard people talk about this before. This is the foundation or the pillars of your content. Meaning all of your content is going to revolve around these topics in one way or another, and this is how you keep your content messaging consistent. Now in one column over, I want you to think of the common objections, misperceptions, mistakes, values, tips, tricks, social proof, anything that is in relation to your benefits and your unique selling proposition. You may find for some businesses it's harder to come up with myths, objections, social proof, and things like that. For some businesses it's easier and for other ones it's harder. For example, if you were a photography business, then your social proof actually would be the photos themselves. So you wouldn't actually need to do as many testimonials or anything like that. The photo itself is your quality of work. I mean, of course you can include testimonials. I'm not saying that you can't, but just for most businesses, they would have to do testimonials. And for other businesses, if it's creative work, then you can actually just showcase your work and what you did, and that's a pretty good indicator of your skill level. A lot of business owners tend to struggle with providing value through their content to attract followers. It's very common to see a lot of companies post photos of their company logo or their employees that work there, or they do a lot of sales and promotions. However, this isn't very good for creating a community or a loyal following. Even though you want to have your content centered around your unique selling proposition and any mistakes, misconceptions, or objections that your customers may have, and you also want to be relating it to social proof, you need to be creating value for your audience in the process. And that's kind of where things get a little bit more difficult. And for some businesses, it's easier, and for others, it's harder. Unfortunately, that's just how it works. If you were a photographer, for example, you might want to show behind the scene photo shoots, or you would want to show people how they could pose to look best in photos, or you could even show them what type of clothing is the best to wear for particular types of photo shoots. And when you position your content in this type of way, you provide people a reason to follow you outside of just being somebody that's going to purchase your product or service. And it actually helps you emotionally connect with people before they utilize your service and product. And you're also actually giving them value to make better use out of it, right? If somebody feels like they've been told how to pose and everything that they need to prepare for their photo shoot, they're gonna feel a lot better about buying from you versus somebody who didn't do that for them at all. For example, if we carry on with our photographer example, as I said, you could showcase different poses that look best in certain types of photos, or you could consider showing a behind the scenes look at how you do a photo shoot. Different types of things like this help give value to your audience, provide a reason to follow, and also build trust with them over time. Moving on to step number 5, now we're throwing it all together. So you have already created the framework for your strategy, and you have content that is related to your unique selling proposition and benefits. It's built to generate demand, and it also provides you with content ideas that are ready to go for you to create each month when you're doing batch content. So now we want to throw it all together and make sure everything's matching. So the elevator statement that you created in step 1 should be put together for your bio. You can split it up in separate lines and add emojis to make it more readable and effective. And you can also change the wording around a little bit if it makes more sense for your profile. I do have videos on how to speed up the content creation process. And if you want to go ahead and learn more about that, you can watch this video over here. Thank you so much for watching. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I do have free marketing trainings that are tailored towards specific niches in specific industries. So if you're interested in learning more practical content creation advice and content ideas that are related specifically to your business, then click the description box below to sign up for those. I do offer free Instagram video audits for businesses who are looking to further optimize their profile and their content. Basically, you click the description box below, sign up for that, tell me what your social handle is. I'll go in and I will look at anything that you can do to improve either the content or the optimization of your profile. And so this is totally free to sign up for, and I look forward to hearing about your business. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Sunday.